To honor those who have fallen inside of this Record Ragnarok tournament, we here at Channel 69 have decided to release our pre-match interviews for those who have fallen inside of this tournament. I'm standing here before you today, a former atheist now with pants full of piss, because apparently not only are the gods real, they want to run the ones. I'm standing here today with Mr. Lu Bu, who is hopefully going to be one of the contenders to save humanity. Mr. Lu Bu, do you have anything to say about round one of this tournament? I ain't got nothing to say. Nope, nothing whatsoever. You seem pretty calm for somebody who's about to enter a death match with a literal god. Listen to me, it don't matter whether they're a god, man, a woman, or somebody's fucking grandma. All I know is that I win every fight I'm in, and I'm bored shitless because of it. Come on, Mr. Lubu, it can't be that hard for you to work up some energy. Trust me, if I do wind up getting hard, I'll have plenty of energy for the fight. Welcome back to another pre-match interview from the Record Ragnarok tournament. Unfortunately, last time humanity didn't do too well, so before I ask our next combatant any thoughts on his up-and-coming match, I'll ask him his thoughts on the previous match. Mr. Adam, you mind giving us your thoughts on the Lubu fight? It truly is a shame that I had to watch one of my own children fall in battle, but at least he died with a smile. Wait a second, one of your children? According to our records, his father had a different name. Oh, it's simple. I'm Adam, as in that Adam. First man. Oh my god. Now I feel super embarrassed. Oh my god. When I first saw you, I thought that you had daddy vibes, but it turns out you literally are daddy. Listen, my child, I understand what you mean, and I harbor no hatred for you for feeling that way. And just like how I love all my children, I will fight for your right to live. Welcome to another pre-match interview from the Record Ragnarok tournament. I'm your usual host for the God side, Kal-El. Anywho, Mr. Poseidon, you mind telling us your thoughts on the up-and-coming match? What's there to talk about, aside from that Adam fellow putting up a better fight than we all thought he would? The fight ended the same as how I imagine the rest of the tournament's going to go. Nothing more than the gods smoking that human pack. Are you sure about that? I'm pretty sure that humanity will surprise you. Look, I am so confident in the fact that gods are superior than man that I will refrain from using my water-based powers outside of when I enter the arena. Wow, you're really that confident that you're going to win? Listen, I'm just going to put it to you like this. One-on-one, always bet on Poseidon. Wait a second, that sounds familiar. Are you a One Piece fan? I'm not saying yes, but if I was a One Piece fan, I'd be the reason Kaido was afraid to jump in the ocean. Back at you with another pre-match interview for the Record Ragnarok tournament. Now then, humanity's finally won one. How does that make you feel, Mr. Hercules? You know what? I'm going to be honest here, and I'm going to be the first god to say this. Good on the humans. That actually was not the reaction I was expecting. Did you not want to kill all humans? I only agreed to be in this tournament because after I win my fight, I am going to, while I have the attention of all the gods, plea for them to spare humanity. All I see is the best in all of you, and I want you all to continue living. Wait a minute. You're serious, aren't you? Of course I'm serious. And after I beat my opponent to a point where they will surrender or be rendered unconscious and unable to continue the battle, I will carry them to the infirmary and tend to their wounds personally. You just might be the first god I like. I'm back at you with another pre-match interview for the Record Ragnarok tournament. So far, humanities and gods are tied. Mr. Raiden, do you think you'd be able to continue our win streak? Ma'am, I am flattered that you want to talk to me, but I am a taken man now, so I will no longer need the company of women. Sir, I'm just asking you about the tournament. Look, ma'am, I am flattered, but my days of debauchery and orgies and anonymous sex is over. I am very much in love, and I will ask you very respectfully to back the fuck up. Honey, she's asking about the fight. I will let you talk to her about that. Okay, Pookie Bear, if you give me permission to talk to this woman, I'll go ahead and do that. Anywho, what questions do you have about the fight? Oh, I guess, do you think that you're going to win? Of course I'm gonna win. With the power of love. We're either gonna win with the power of love or die together. Okay, I'm rooting for the gods next match. I'm back at you with another pre-match interview for the Record Ragnarok tournament. Mr. Buddha, I'm actually surprised that you wound up accepting and becoming part of the roster. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, Zeus put together the roster. He didn't even really talk to anyone who we put on it. Okay then, so as somebody who was formerly a human and also is like notorious for being peaceful, I take it that you're just going to surrender before the match begins in order to guarantee the humans a victory because you are just a pacifist. Oh no, I am going to be fighting in that tournament. You know what? It was worth a shot. And by the way, why has that guy over there been giving you death looks like the whole time we've been talking? Oh, that's just Loki. He's all bark and no bite. Heck, that's why he had to have 7 other gods back him up when he was saying that he wanted to fight me. Yeah, he's like a chihuahua, all bark and no bite. Huh, can't imagine his fight being eventful then. I'm back at you with another pre-match interview for the Record of Ragnarok tournament. Like all of us, I was surprised by Buddha's sudden betrayal of the gods. Mr. Hades, any thoughts on your up-and-coming match? I'm not sure what I'm more angry at. The fact that Buddha wound up betraying the gods, or the fact that both my little brothers wound up fighting before me. Wait, both of your little brothers? Yeah, Zeus and Poseidon. Hold the fuck up. You're telling me that you're older than Zeus? Where the hell's Loki's Brunhilde doll? I really need to let out some stress. This battle boner is just, it's too fucking hard. I was one of the people that was pulled out of Kronos' belly. Of course I'm older than him. Uh-huh. So, why exactly does he look like that? Centuries of wine abuse and not wearing sunscreen when he goes outside. Loki! Loki! I need your Brunhilde doll for like 5 minutes. Yeah, none of us want to talk about it. I'm back here with another pre-match interview for the Record of Ragnarok tournament, and after witnessing what had to be the battle between the 2 most beautiful men I've ever seen, I'm hoping that my heart has settled down. Anywho, hopefully this next guy isn't too man-pretty. Mr. Tesla, pleasure to meet ya. Hello there, it's a pleasure to be taking part in this interview. Excuse me, you incredibly beautiful man. I'm not wanting to talk to you. I want to talk to Nikola Tesla. I am in fact Nikola Tesla. Now what questions do you have about the fight? No. You cannot be Nikola Tesla. I've seen pictures of him inside of history books, and you are way too pretty to be Nikola Tesla. What pictures are they using of me in the history books? Because I have always been a very handsome man. Okay, this is a picture we have of you in the history books. Like, relatively handsome man. But, like, you are absolutely stunning. Absolutely gorgeous. Like, what happened? Oh yeah, that picture. That was before I shaved. Holy crap, now that I'm picturing you without the mustache. Yeah, that is you. Holy crap. I'm back at you with another pre-match interview for the Record of Ragnarok tournament. Mr. Leonidas, I hear that you have a bit of a grudge going on with the particular god that you're fighting. Oh yeah, I fucking hate Apollo. I am going to beat his ass. Yeah, according to these records that Brunhilde gave us, you said that you'd either want to be first or last unless you were specifically fighting Apollo. Now then, is there a particular reason that you hate the guy? Well, I've never personally met the guy, but fuck him. Wait a minute. What? He's the god of prophecies, and there was a prophecy saying that I'd lose a fight. But you did wind up dying to all those Persians. Yes, that may be true, but have you seen his face? I've seen statues of him, and every time I look at that statue of him, I get enraged. Okay, then on this document it says that you're supposed to be introduced as humanity's greatest rebel, but you just seem like humanity's biggest hater. I cannot wait to bash that guy's face in with a shield. I'm back at you with another pre-match interview for the Record of Ragnarok tournament. Mr. Susano, mind giving your thoughts on your up-and-coming match? I'm not gonna lie to you. I almost had to pull a Buddha and fight the gods in order to even get this spot. Really? Is there a particular reason that you wanted to be inside of this match? I know that last round, Leonidas specifically wanted to fight against Apollo because of a grudge he had. Do you have a grudge for Mr. Okitasuchi? Oh no, I do not have any sort of grudge against him. In fact, I'm his biggest fan. Huh, that's an interesting twist I wasn't expecting. In my personal opinion, top 10 badasses in human history is Okitasuchi. Huh, that's interesting. You're the first god to glaze who your opponent's going to be. Why wouldn't I glaze him? I absolutely loved him in Requiem of the Shogun. Huh, didn't realize that you guys got manga up here in heaven. Of course we got manga up here. In fact, when a manga author dies and comes to heaven, they continue their story up here.